Hello everyone and welcome to the Christmas Showcase of 2023. This is me, Borneus, and today in this video I will be showing you what we've worked on in the last year or so. Now obviously I can't show everything that's been made because then the video would be very long, but I can showcase some stuff in a more detailed manner than I would for normal Thursday or Sunday videos. So, starting off with the race selector, we have the race Beast Folk here. As you can see, the name is still on top. Just like last year, there's a difficulty, aura range, magical range. Your intrinsic skills, as we can see for the Beast Folk, are Beast Transformation and Self Regen, and also a smaller bio of the race and some information about them. Now, one thing to note is that whichever race you pick is going to impact your size. As you can see here, the dwarves are much smaller than beast folk, or elves, or humans, or lizardmen. There's also merfolk who have water breathing and water current control, so they can move faster and manipulate water a bit. Ogres, they're easy, they have a very big aura range and a slightly smaller magical range with a very strong intrinsic skill. Then we also have orcs, the slime, obviously, very small, and random, which will pick any of the configurable races that are available to you. In this first segment of the video, I will be showing off the skill GUI. The most important part of Tensura. So this is the GUI, the general GUI, which shows some information about you. So for example, your EP, your evolution progress, your race, how many souls you have, your magical count, aura count. Onto the buttons. On the top left, we have skills. As you can see, we start off with resistances, which can be toggled on. Then we go to intrinsic skills, which are either taken from mobs/players, or they are granted upon you during your reincarnation. Then there is the common tab, with common skills such as self-regeneration, I believe water blades, charm, very weak skills, which then build upon to become extra skills, unique skills, and later on ultimate skills. Now, the way we created the skill tabs with these presets are basically you can switch presets in-game with keybinds. So you can switch from present 1 to preset 2 to preset 3. So basically you can have up to 27 skills equipped at one time, which you can just switch over with buttons. So you can be very versatile and flexible in any situation or scenario, such as during fighting or mining or leveling up or farming or anything really. I will show off a few resistances. For example, abnormal condition. The way these work is that so you obtain them by damaging yourself with these specific features. So like for example, through lightning attacks you gain electricity resistance, and then resistances will, with evolution, with skill evolution or demon lord evolution, become nullifications with time. These can be toggled on. Some even have a cooldown, and with time you can also master them. As you can see, every skill will have a mastery tab. And with masteries, you can unlock specific extra features of skills, or have them become more efficient, do more damage, or in certain cases, like with Black Lightning for example, offer completely other functionalities, like with that black beam of energy instead of just a lightning attack. Second tab is magic, which unfortunately hasn't been added yet. As you can see, it says coming soon. But the third tab, Battle Will, has partially been added. I just haven't had the opportunity to give myself these skills. Hello everyone and welcome to the second segment of the Christmas Showcase. In this one, I will be showing you a few battles between my friend and some Tensura mobs. So for example, the Night Spider. As you can see, it's a very big mob. And here, he's going to fight all of them at the same time. Good luck. Skill number 1 that he used right there is called Gravity Field, which slows down all mobs or all entities in its area. The second one is Severer, which creates a spatial blade which can be thrown. And the third and last one is Black Flames, to massacre these poor mobs, but unfortunately got killed a few times. So another skill that I wanted to show off is Fusionist. It's a unique skill, and one of the effects is Disassemble, which turns any block the player is looking at into matter, as you can see. These blocks can be picked up, they're turned into matter, and then with the other game mode called, Stone, you can, at the cost of 1 matter or 1 block, throw an explosion that deals 100 damage, like that. The other mode, called Fuse, is then used at the cost of 5 matter points, and it creates an explosion of level 30, which deals 400 damage. Like that, if someone steps on it. If an unaligned mob or player steps on it, like that. As you can see, pretty big explosion, deals a lot of damage. Don't use it on your friends. Alright, so in this segment, the hero will be fighting against Leech Lizards, a mob in Tensura Reincarnated. His allowed skills are Oppressor, which has 5 different modes. One is called Repel, and one is called Attract, both of which can pull or push an enemy entity in the direction the player is looking at. The third mode is called Cleave, which deals 50 damage and shoots the entity into the air. Then there's also Flicker, which allows the player to move very quickly in a certain direction. It's almost like teleportation. And the fifth mode is called Oppress, which gives a gravity field, sort of like absolute imprisonment, and stops the player in its tracks. Then there's also Thunder Breath, which he's using right now. But eventually they all fall to the hero. With the skill Gravity Domination, get access to Creative Flight, as well as an increase to all of your gravity type skills and magic. Now, the other skill that I wanted to show off, as you can see here, is Merciless. Mode 1, it's called Soul Consume, which applies a debuff to your attacks with weapons to drain the afflicted entity's spiritual health, and when they reach spiritual health 0, they die. And the other mode is called Soul Steal, which instantly kills anything in a 30x30 radius that is below 10% HP or has an EP below 10% of your minimum. And it also spawns these cute little soul effect, which is very cool in my opinion. This was once a village of, I would guess, very happy people who were very happy to be living, and now they are, well, not living anymore. In this clip, I wanted to show off a few skills. Number 1 being Danger Sense. The way Danger Sense works is that it's toggled on, and that every time an enemy attacks you or targets you, you will receive a bell. As I will show right now. Every time one of these enemies starts targeting me, I will receive a small bell sound. Now, the main skill I wanted to show is Gluttony. I will show 2 features of Gluttony. Those being Predation, which will take all of these projectiles being sent to if close enough to an enemy, it will indeed attack them, applying corrosion and damaging them, and it will at the same time take their kills if it kills them. The other effect I wanted to show off is corrosion, which, if looking at nothing, will apply an effect while near my mobs, which will kill them in a few seconds. Well, depending on their strength, of course. Alright, so in this third segment, I will be facing off against my friend, CookieYT. The skills he has are called Heatwave, which has 2 modes, one of which shoots a projectile, and the other one makes a firestorm. The other skill he has is called Shadow Motion, with which he can become invisible for a certain amount of time, or he can teleport behind me, or any other entity he's looking at. And the third skill he has is Mathematician, and one of the features it has allows you a 50% chance to ignore dodge on your enemies, or a 50% or a 25% chance to dodge an attack. And the skills I have are, as you can see, Absolute Severance, Martial Master, which allows me to teleport, gives me a dodge ability, and Aura Sword, which just increases my base attack. Anyways, here we go. First thing I will teleport. I'm trying to use the fireball projectile, but it's not really working. Dude, I cut through your projectile. Running away. Oh shit, I'm on fire. And I am the victor. In this segment, I will show you about the Beast Gnome. The Beast Gnome has a few different attacks, one of which is the Slam, like this, which throws around dirt blocks or any type of materials. The second one is a gravity attack, which gives, as you can see here, a levitating effect. It's a very strong enemy, very resilient to damage, but ultimately it falls to our hero. Now, with the Orb of Domination, a new item in Sorcerer Reincarnated, the user will be able to dominate any mob it sees fit. Like, for example, our hero here dominated a Beast Gnome, and with it, it can do special attacks, such as the Ground Slam, the Big Slam, or just normal attacks. In this matchup, we have our hero versus the mighty Night Spider. The Night Spider is known for having a lot of armor and HP, and it has 4 signature moves. One is a slam attack, like this, which sends blocks flying. The other one is a contact-based damage. Then there's also a jump attack and a leap, which is usually used to cross vast distances to get closer to its target. But as you can see, the Night Spider was no match for our hero. In this video, I will show the Armasaurus mob. Now, the Armasaurus mob is not a passive mob, it's a neutral mob, but it can attack you if you come near it, so it is territorial. One of its attacks is this digging, and then it just comes out below you and attacks you. It has a normal attack, and it also has a tail attack. Like that. It is a very strong mob, and it can win against the Black Spider. But an especially fun part of the Armasaurus mob is the fact that you can ride it and you can use all of these abilities. With the Orb of Domination, you can go underground, you can do a lot of fun stuff with it. It's a very versatile mob and a very good pet. In this clip, I will show you the Armasaurus mob as a pet. So our hero tamed it with the Orb of Domination. There will also be many mindbreak skills used to tame mobs and players. Now this is the tail spin attack. There's also a tail slap attack. It's very strong and it deals a lot of damage. You can also mine with it, as you can see here. You can destroy all the blocks in its area, and these blocks can also be directly sorted into your chests. Alright, which can then be put onto the Armasaurus. That's all. Now, in this video, I will show you a bit of the Black Spider mob. It is very similar to the Night Spider, as it has a few similar attacks, like the normal bite and the leap attack, which you just saw there. But there's also a silk shot attack, which aims to slow or immobilize the enemy, and a slam with front legs. Now, this mob comes in two variations that I will show in just a second. One variation of it is this yellow themed spider, and the other one is like pitch black. That's the one, that's the second one. Now, a thing to note is that I really couldn't show you everything. Like every mob, every skill, every battle will, resistance, and feature of the mod, which I would love to do, but it would seriously last for a very long time, and I have to keep this video relatively short. This is before the whole video was made out, but I believe the video will be around 30 to 40 minutes, which is more than enough time, honestly, to show you what we've been working on and to show you that the mod is still alive and being actively developed, with new features being added every day. I thank you all for watching, and I will see you next week.